I didn't like that, so I'm going back. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, another weekend, another film set. It would appear that Hollywood are in town filming a film called, it's a period horror called Werewolf. Oh, Werewolf. We'll get into this a little bit later on about me and werewolves, but this film has got that guy in it, Defoe, who was in Platoon, and it is a period horror clearly about werewolves. And apparently in this woodland they have built a whole village, and filming is about to start. Now you guys are gonna have to give me some credit here because I am absolutely petrified of werewolves. A story which I'll get into a little bit later on, but the plan for today is to go and have a little wander up there, go and have a look at the film set, see if we can see any filming taking place. Hopefully we don't bump into a werewolf on the way, and then find a park up for tonight, get some dinner on, and then go for a midnight walk in the dark. Don't know why I'm doing this to myself. I really don't know why I'm doing this to myself, but later on I'll tell you the exact reason why I'm petrified and kind of believe in werewolves. But you can see all the signs there for the location, WW Cars, WW Crowd Cars, and that's obviously for Werewolf. So we're parked up, let's go for a wander, see what we can see. I've heard this film set's pretty epic, to be honest with you. Let's go and have a mooch. Let's go for a walk. It's a long walk to get there as well. So stick with me. This could be an interesting video. Right, so here we are in Bourne Woods. Good setting. How spooky does that look? Let's be honest. Already. So there's a security geezer just down there on the gate, just checking people as they come through. But apparently you're allowed to walk through here if you want to, on foot. So films that they filmed here in the past: Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, I can't remember which one, and they've also filmed Band of Brothers on this very hill. See if I can find the clip and put it in of this hill when they're all marching up it. So where were we? Jurassic World, Band of Brothers, and Transformers 4, I believe. Oh, and the most popular one that they filmed here was Gladiators. The big battle scene, I think it's right at the beginning of the film. That was filmed over here as well. Oh, this is a hell of a hill. You ever get a feeling you're being watched? Anyway. Well. Bloody hell, look at this. They weren't wrong. Building the whole town. So you can see over there that they built this massive church with some kind of graveyard in it as well. That looks proper spooky, doesn't it? In the trees. Look, I'll show you. It's incredible what they can do, how they can make this look so different on the screen. I would love to come up here at night time and have a little wander around up it. It looks really spooky at night. There's lots and lots of people around there. Don't know if we're allowed to film, but we're going to carry on until we're told not to. Oh my days, there is security everywhere. Just down there. cannot go any further. Health and safety, because there's lots of moving vehicles and stuff like that. They've got forklifts and everything, plus it's about that thick in mud. There's quite the operation going on. So there you go, the film is due for release on the 25th of December 2026. So if any of you watching this, and then you're going to watch the film, you've seen behind the scenes a little bit. Cross, it was alright coming down. They are proper tucked away though, like in the middle of nowhere. But you can see how spooky this looks. Some of you might recognise it from Gladiators. Just down there, the big battle scene. But yeah, you can see exactly why they've chosen this for a horror film. But yeah, pretty cool. And there you go, there's the other side of the church. Look, you can see it's just all open. State of it down there. Guess it all adds to the theme. What is he hanging up there? Is that a skinned werewolf? You ever get that feeling you're being watched? "29th of September, 25th of September, a bit late." Whew, that was a long walk. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Just a little behind the scenes there of Werewolf, the new Russell, I can't remember his surname now, the director. I'll put it on the screen. But yeah, the new film that he's filming up in Bourne Woods in Farnham. Right, next stop for me is to go and find a park up for the night, somewhere secluded, nice and dark. And I'll tell you exactly why I've been very brave and why I'm scared of werewolves and potentially believe in them. You're going to laugh, you're going to think I'm stupid, but the fact that I've just been up there, the fact that I've been around where there's potentially going to be werewolves and where there's, I don't care if it's fake, the fact that there's a werewolf film being filmed up there, to me, man, that's giving me the heebie-jeebies. I'm not going to joke. I'm not going to lie to you. So yeah, that's, I saw the animal skins being hung up, and then I heard this dog going through the woods and rustling, and I couldn't see the owners anywhere, and I was just like, no, I'm going, that's it, that's enough, nope, not doing this anymore. But I will go for a walk in the dark in the woods a bit later on. Punishing myself, why do I do this? But if any of you are interested anyway to come up here when there's filming on, it's really interesting. Just look it up on Google, you will find it. Usually during the summer months, surprised they're filming now, to be honest with you, but usually during the summer months they're up here every year filming something of some description. It's Bourne Woods in Farnham. I'll just show you. There you go. And the parking isn't that bad actually. It was like £2 for an hour. No, £1 for 2 hours. So it wasn't too bad actually, to be fair, the parking. But yeah, they've made a right mess of the place though, to be honest with you. Like where all the vehicles have been going, they've made an absolute mud bath. So be very interesting. They're usually pretty decent, these film companies, that when they've been somewhere, they put it exactly back to how it was. And you wouldn't even know they've been here, to be fair. That is unless there's carcasses left behind from where the werewolves have been. Right, so I made it to the park up. I'll show you outside in just a minute. Just got the kettle on. Sit and make myself a quick brew, you don't need to see that. But I'm going to, once I've made my coffee, I'll get outside and I'll show you where we are. Been here before, to be honest with you, but we're just round the corner from that film set, literally sort of like a mile away. I think at one point all these woods are joined. So Bourne Woods and Alice Holt all joined together at some stage. So yeah, we're not a million miles away, to be honest with you. Check out this whopper next door though. Have a look at this. I'll just show you. Bloody size of that thing. They be living the van life dream. I wonder if they're going to be camping here for the night. So we'll find out a bit later on, but anyway, look at this. This is just getting ridiculous. I've really got to slouch. I've really got to slouch on this sofa just to give myself a bit of headroom, and it's a little bit uncomfortable on the back. So I do need to shave. See how thick the mattress is? It's a whopper. I need to take a couple of inches off, sort of, just so it's more comfortable, so I can sit up on the sofa without my head actually hitting the ceiling. Anyway, right, let me get my coffee down my neck and I will be right back. I see a bad moon rising. I see trouble on the way. I see earthquakes and lightning. I see a bad time today. Don't go around tonight. It's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. All right, so it's absolutely slinging it down with rain out there. So I've decided to stay in a van for the minute and explain to you why I'm scared of werewolves. Now, get comfortable. I'll try and make this as quick and easy as I possibly can. In short, when I was about 8, I went on a cub camp. I was in the Cubs. Now, when you're on cub camp, or back in the days when I was on cub camp with this Cubs group that I was with, they used to tell you horror stories. So there was one camp that we went to where there was a mad axeman and he came out at night time. So it was suggested that we didn't get out of our tents in the middle of the night and go running around like the boys would, you know, in the woods playing it, or manhunt and stuff like that, or just muck arse around. So they used to tell us horror stories, mad axeman, ghosts, all sorts. On this one particular camp, they said there was a werewolf. And anyway, let me just show you a quick layout of the campsite using a Brillo pad, an extension lead for a charger, and my mobile phone. It'll all be clear in a second. Right, so this white table is the camping field. This Brillo pad here is our tent. This cable is a ditch, and this is the toilet block. So it gets to the middle of the night. And the hot chocolate we had at the campfire has gone through our system, shall we say, and we were needing the toilet. Now, let me just move you back a bit so you can see this. So we're all in our tents, and the toilet block was all the way over here. Now, this was probably about the length of 2 football pitches. This cable here is a ditch, quite a deep ditch as well. So we all leave, and there's about 8 of us in this tent. We all leave our tent. It must have been about midnight, just gone. Walking across the field, over the ditch, to the toilets. Now, we've all got torches, apart from me. So, I was the last one into the toilet block. So I said to them, wait outside for me. And when I come out, we'll walk back together, back to the tent. I went into the toilet, did my business, came out, pitch black, all I saw was torchlights running back to the tent. They left me alone at the toilet block. Good times. So, me being me, decided to, well, obviously I had no choice, I had to get back to the tent. So start trundling across the field, and I must have got to about here. No torch, pitch black. I get to about here, and all I can hear behind me is... So I start freaking out and start running. I look behind me as I start running and lose my footing just as I get to the ditch, and ended up on my back in the ditch facing upwards with a facial expression similar to this. Standing above me on a ditch, looking down at me, growling, was a werewolf. All right. It was going like that. There's me, an 8-year-old boy, on his back in a ditch, looking up at this werewolf, screaming at me. He had a white shirt on, which was ripped, covered in blood, jeans on. And it was, I know now that it was the werewolf from Thriller. So I gets up, run back to the tent as quickly as I can, jump into the tent, tell everybody what's happened. And they're like, what? I said, I've just seen the werewolf. I've just seen the werewolf. And we could hear outside, we could hear all this growling. So we've all got into our sleeping bags and we turned our torches out and we're all hiding like this. And we stayed silent for the rest of the night until the next morning. Anyway, the next morning comes round. We're sitting down by the mess area, having eggy bread. And the cub leader says, we're all going off into the woods to go and play manhunt. Now, I turned around and said, Kayla, I want to go home. I don't want to stay anymore. Can someone ring my parents? I want to go home. And he asked me what the problem was. And I said to him, well, I'll tell you what the problem was. I saw the werewolf last night and I'm really scared and I want to go home. So can somebody please ring my mum? I made such a song and dance over it. He called my mum and dad and they came and picked me up from the campsite and took me home. And when I told them what happened, they then called the scout site or the Cubs leaders and said, what on earth's been going on? My son's come back and said that he's seen a werewolf. Is this some kind of stupid prank? Because he's absolutely petrified of the dark. He won't go to sleep. He doesn't want to come back to Cubs. And they said, yes, we're very sorry, Rick's parents. That was one of the Cub leaders having a laugh. His brother works in special effects and has a full body suit of a werewolf, similar or very close to the one that was used in Michael Jackson's Thriller. Now I get it. Cub leaders are probably thinking, oh, this is a giggle, this is a laugh, you know, let's have a bit of a laugh. Now I would find that probably quite funny, but very traumatizing for the children. And that's what it was. It was a prank. And they were just waiting for us to go out the tents and go muck about. But we literally just went to the toilets and come back. However, shortly after this happened, I went off into the woods with some friends of mine to ride our bikes. And I saw a werewolf. Or I saw a man in a white shirt, in jeans, all ripped, covered in blood. A man running through the woods. And he looked like he was running away from something or like he didn't want to be seen. Now, it wasn't the woods where we were camping. I just felt like I was being followed. Anyway, so from there on in, I cannot watch anything with werewolves. Whether it be Twilight, I think Harry Potter's got werewolves in it, can't watch that. Dog Soldiers, American Werewolf in London, American Werewolf in Paris. Oh, there's so many things with werewolves in, and it makes my skin crawl, and it's making, if you can see that, it's making my hair stand on end now. And so the simple fact that I've gone, oh, look at it, look, the hairs are standing up. The simple fact that I've just been down to where they're filming a werewolf film, I know it was broad daylight and there was workmen around and stuff like that, has just freaked me out just a little bit. People have fears of zombie films and stuff like that. For me, it's werewolves. I'm going to be brave because sometimes I do get a bit teary. And that's why. So, yeah, werewolves, they don't do it for me. I've got to tell you that much. So, yeah, like I said, the simple fact that I've been up to where they're filming a werewolf film was very brave. And now I'm going to spend the night in the woods, in the dark, scares the living daylights out of me. So there you go. I hope that's made sense with the Brillo pad and the lead and the mobile phone. You get the gist. Gonna get a coffee on. So there's a little story there for you. Anyway, I think it's stopped raining now, so I might get outside. Right, loving the new setup, how I can sit in my van and start cooking. This is great. Right, so we have got tonight mixed pepper stir fry, egg noodles, you saw me putting this all in the fridge anyway, and chicken, which we'll put there, got to cut that up in a minute, and sweet chilli stir fry sauce. I haven't got any gloves, so I need to cut this chicken up. I'm going to pop it in there and cut it in the pan. Bear with. So I'm going to try and cut it while it's in the pan, because I don't really want to touch it, because the only way I'm going to get hot water in this van, and I know what you're thinking, you're going to scratch all the pan up. It's scratched anyway, so I could do it with a sharper knife. Before I get hot water in this van at the minute, I've got to boil the kettle, so that's not going to. I'm not going to sit there waiting for the kettle to boil just so I can wash my hands. So let's not touch this raw chicken. I'll have to wash my hands. There we go. Doesn't look half bad, does it? Annoyingly, I've forgotten my plate, so I'm going to just have to eat it out of the pan. Let's just give it a little taste test and see how good it is. So if the chicken don't kill me, well, if the werewolf don't kill me, a chicken will. Chef's kiss.
Off to Uist, and we had grand plans to do a travel film to showcase this beautiful island. But typical, every time that we're working...
Well, turns out our guests are off. Just us tonight then, unless this car stays. Well, the washing up's been done. I've just been sitting here watching TV, trying to keep myself awake because it's getting late. I'm not going to make it till midnight, so we're going to go out for a walk now. It is absolutely lashing it down. And I can't see where I'm going at all. I've got to be honest with you, I do feel a bit weird leaving the van there with someone sitting in their car right next to it at this time of night, which I find very strange. It's difficult to film when it's this dark. I think that was fireworks. I can't see a thing because I keep blinding myself because of the torch on the phone. Can't see a bloody thing. I don't think this goes anywhere. I have been walking and walking and walking. And I took this turning, which was just up there. Now I'm talking to you, telling you where the turning is, you can't see it. I think I'm bloody lost. Hang on. Yep. Definitely think I'm lost. And the reason why is because I keep blinding myself with the bloody torch. Okay, nope, didn't like that. What the hell? I didn't like that at all. I'm going back. Going back. Didn't like that at all. Did not like that at all. Oh no. Right. After that walk, it is now time to get this van into bed mode. Get myself, oh, sorry about that, and get myself some sleep, because it is now way gone midnight and I am shattered. That car's still there and they're still sitting in it. Good night. Well, good morning. I don't want to come up from underneath this duvet. Oh, it got down to about 4-3 last night. About 4 or 3 last night it got down to. But you know what it's like when you're tucked up in bed. It's nice and warm. You're not cold until you get out of the bed. That's when you really start feeling it. So I'm just going to lay here for a little bit inside this duvet where I'm nice and warm. Oh, good sleep. Nice sleep. Person in the car next to us left. Just suddenly just turned their music on. Boom, 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 boom. Did a little cheeky wheel spin and then off they went, which was very bizarre. Sitting there for ages just staring out the driver's window like that. Must have a lot going on. Anyway, let me get myself sorted out. I'm going to get back to you. Not sure what to do. Not sure what to do today. I've had a little peek out the window and it looks a bit misty. So, right, that's it. Bed's been put away. Let me show you how misty it is outside. Well, it was misty a minute ago. Oh, well, how peculiar. Mist has gone. Did you hear the owl? I thought owls only come out at night time. Appear not. They come out at 6:45 in the morning as well. Oh, I always get up early when I go out. I don't know what it is. I sleep well. I sleep really, really well. But I always wake up early. Oh well. Long day ahead. Never mind. That's all right. It's interesting how it's not misty out the back. Oh, excuse me. Ooh. It's interesting how it's not misty out the back, but out the front. I don't know if that's the windows. It is misty out there. It is definitely misty out there. Right, I got myself some breakfast. Making that cup of coffee. Dramatic, wasn't it? But it involves milk. And if you know, and you watch this channel, you know you know. Nice little pains au chocolate for breakfast. And a cup of coffee. I'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, it is time to head home. Hope you enjoyed the video. I just needed to get out for the night, so go and see that film set and scare myself half to death. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and please, if you haven't already, click the like button, leave me a comment below, let me know what you thought of the film set. Let me know if you've ever seen a film set. What film set have you seen? Let me know. Tell me where you'd like to see me go next. But anyway, if you haven't subscribed, please click the subscribe button. I'll be very, very grateful. And I will see you probably in a couple of weeks when it's a little bit colder, and we'll be hitting November then, and we'll head back out in the van.